Take a second to think about your own body. You walk exclusively on two legs. You have a hairless frame, forward-facing eyes, and a massive calorie-burning engine running constantly inside your skull. We are used to seeing that classic straight-line chart, showing an ape slowly standing up and turning into us. But the reality of our lineage is far stranger and completely non-linear. To understand how we actually got here, we are going to reverse engineer the modern human body. We will jump backward through the timeline to pinpoint exactly when our most crucial features were installed. The human body is essentially a walking natural history museum. Every part of you was forged in a completely different ancient environment to solve a very specific survival problem. Let's start with our physical foundation. Where did our basic template, 4 limbs ending in 5 digits, actually come from? For that answer, we have to jump back 390 million years to a group of lobe-finned fish called tetrapodomorpha. By paddling through shallow, muddy swamps, these ancient fish locked in the structural blueprint for all terrestrial limbs. Beyond the frame that moves us, our skeleton also anchors our most complex senses, starting with the hearing mechanism tucked deep inside the skull. Between 170 and 250 million years ago, early mammals adapted to darkness. The bones at the back of their jaws separated, shrunk, and slowly shifted upward. They evolved into the malleus and incus, the tiny inner ear bones that give us our advanced hearing today. The deep foundation of our movement and our senses wasn't originally built for humans. They were survival solutions for ancient fish stuck in the mud and tiny mammals hiding in the dark. Our hands and our vision arrived much later, around 50 to 66 million years ago. Early primates adapted to life in the trees by developing flat nails for gripping branches and forward-facing eyes to gain 3-dimensional binocular vision. But the defining physical pivot for our lineage happened when our ancestors finally left those trees and committed to walking exclusively upright on 2 legs. 3 million years ago, Australopithecus afarensis bridged the gap. While retaining an ape-like face, their lower bodies were rebuilt for the ground. This bowl-shaped pelvis and angled leg joints prove these hominins first committed to permanent bipedalism on the savanna. By standing upright on 2 legs, our ancestors permanently freed their hands. That single mechanical shift triggered a massive biological and behavioral cascade. With their hands free, the newly emerged genus Homo could begin deliberately crafting and utilizing stone tools. This allowed species like Homo erectus to eventually control fire and begin cooking meat and forage. This chart shows the timeline of cooked food calorie density correlated with hominin cranial capacity. Cooking provided the calorie surplus required to fuel a rapidly expanding brain. As populations grew and migrated out of Africa, the final pieces of modern human DNA were acquired through interbreeding with closely related cousins, like the Neanderthals and Denisovans. Our defining massive brains were a biological luxury made possible by these ancestral innovations. By providing a reliable way to power more neurons, technology became the primary driver of our cognitive growth. We are a 3.9 billion year collage. We carry limbs from swamp fetch, ear bones from nocturnal mammals, eyes from tree primates, and a walking posture born on the open savanna. It is easy to view ourselves as an evolutionary finish line, somehow separate from and elevated above the rest of the animal kingdom. But we are entirely embedded in the natural world. Every human alive carries the biological history of the planet right inside their DNA. The human body is an unbroken chain of survival solutions, and our evolutionary story is still being written today.